Today we're doing a case study on a free advanced budgeting guide. What's up, everyone? This is Terrell, and welcome to the Wealth Builders YouTube channel, where we help you maximize your income, build assets, and create financial independence. The advanced budgeting guide is the easiest way to track your expenses and organize your bills, but it's also a good way to create cash flow. This is what we'll show you in the advanced budgeting guide case study. Let's get into it. So over the weekend, I got a chance to sit down with my mother and we went over some numbers together. So I want to show you all some things that we found that will be beneficial to the community. So anytime I have a client and they want to go over the advanced budgeting guide and get things in more detail, the first two things that I ask is, what are you saving and what's your overall goal? So hers was, she's saving 300 currently. And her goal is official retirement. So she considers retirement is not having to work part-time, not having any worries about expenses and monthly bills, and how long would she be able to retire. So these are the numbers we'll get over the course of doing the advanced budgeting guide, the wealth assessment, and the wealth analysis. So her income is $2,600. We'll get her expenses and her cash flow at the end. This is just, if you look on your worksheet, it'll have everything at the top in detail, start date and end date. So let's get into the weekly expenses. So that comes up to a total of $75. And what you want to do, you have your worksheet, you'll see that it has weekly and monthly. What I like to do with the weekly bills is times it by 4. That way you can already have your monthly, and then we're going to take the monthly bills and add them to your weekly and get your total. So let's do that right now. So 75 times 4 is 300. Now we can take this number and add it to your monthly expenses and we'll get your total. Let's dive into the monthly expenses. So while we were going over the advanced budgeting guide and I'm getting numbers and asking questions, I came across something that was suspicious. So what I found is that she had a phone bill for 127 and she had a Verizon bill for $50. So after digging and asking a few questions, I found out that this Verizon phone bill is a charge off and it's reporting on her credit. So the company already, they've written that off. So she's paying on a debt that's already been paid off. So this is a credit issue. It's on her credit and it needs to be removed. And she no longer has to pay this bill. So instantly doing an advanced budgeting guide, she's automatically going to increase her cash flow to $50. I have all the credit letters that she needs to get this off of her credit and rebuild her credit if she needs to. So I'll type up her a letter and we'll send this off and get that off her credit and let the debt collectors know that it's illegal to collect on this payment because they don't have the official signature and they're not the original creditor. So that's instant cash flow right there. So let's take that off. So her total for her monthly expenses came up to $1,552. And remember, we're going to bring her weekly expenses down here to get her grand total. So that's extra 300 right there. Her total expenses is $1,852. Now, once you have your weekly and your monthly totals, you can add them together and bring them up here to your expense column, right? Our expenses up here at the top. So that's 1852. So we got 1852, and now you can get our cash flow. Now you can get the cash flow by subtracting 2600 from 1852. And what we came up with was 48. So this is her cash flow. Now that we have everything on paper, now she says, oh wow, I didn't know I had that much cash flow after paying all my expenses. Because she was saving 300 per month. This is what she could have been saving. So after asking a few questions, we found out where the money was going. Now we're bringing all that money back in, and now we could put this towards her retirement. And that's how you do the advanced budgeting guide. Next week we'll do her wealth assessment, and with that we'll create a roadmap to hit her goal. Plus, she'll be able to build wealth in other areas. So this is the power of the advanced budgeting guide, and it's free. So if you need to track your expenses and you want to start keeping up with your bills, the advanced budgeting guide that's what it's for. And I have it down in the description. You can go and download it, look at all the videos to walk you through these steps, and you'll instantly start saving cash flow. And the other worksheet, which is the bill payment calendar, once you start tracking your bills and you know what bills you have, now that's you. Once you automate that, or once you get that on paper and you know what the bills are every paycheck, now you're not overspending because you had a late payment. You know exactly when bills are due, so now you can pay them on time, and you can eliminate bills that you really don't need, that you're not using. A lot of times you'll find that a lot of people have subscriptions that they've made, and the payment is $5 or $6. So it's like, it's really not affecting my bottom line, but it actually is. After a year, you're spending hundreds of dollars on something that you're not really using. So the advanced budgeting guide is a very effective tool for creating cash flow and tracking everything and staying on top of your bills. So this is the power of the advanced budgeting guide. I designed it so you can create cash flow instantly. So a lot of people think you need cash in your hand to create cash flow. It's not true. You start organizing some things and start eliminating some things, and you have cash flow. So it shouldn't be a difficult task. And we like to try to make things easy. So if you're in that situation, you need cash flow, or you just want some extra money coming in, make sure you go down in the description and download the advanced budgeting guide. And look at all of the videos that we created, because everything, we try to set things up step by step so you can utilize those videos to create wealth with. So check them out. If you found any value in this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment with all of your answers in the comment section.